how's it going? It's Kate, not so great, and today I wanted to talk about procrastination. Ironically, procrastinating, so I don't have to start writing. So, procrastination, we all do it. I probably do it more than a lot of people. I've been watching some other PhD vloggers recently and they are all so super focused. I don't know how they do it, honestly. Is that how most PhD students are? Because I feel like there might be a little bit of a best foot forward thing going on, because most of the PhD students I know take quite a while to get into work. They might be at their desk, believe me, I'm at my desk most of the day, but whether I'm actually writing is another question altogether. So, procrastination. My favourite ways to procrastinate. Don't take tips from me, don't do more procrastination. As if you need tips to procrastinate. Well, here they are anyway. I usually focus on the dog, because I feel like the dog's a really good way of being like, no, the dog needs me to do that thing. I have to do that. I think a lot of people do it with cleaning as well. Oh no, I need to get the dishes done because I can't possibly leave the dishes out on the side. That would be awful until the end of today. That's a really good way. Putting other people's needs as well before my own. So if a friend's going through a hard time, I'm like, come on over, have a cup of coffee, stay for most of the day. Please, God, don't go home because I don't want to have to do my work. Which obviously it's really nice to be able to do that. And I think it's been really helpful for quite a few people when I've been able to kind of open my house to them. But I think I need to be more firm about being like, yeah, you can come in, but I might have to work while you're here. Because sometimes, to be honest, people just want to come and see Huxley. People just want to see the dog. I'm me in the room, so I should just go off and keep working. I don't think procrastinating is necessarily a bad thing. I think it's just when... So today I've got that feeling, it's probably because it's a Monday as well, it's like a back to school feeling, where your chest goes all tight and you feel really scared and worried, and actually the hardest bit is to just open your work and get started. You just keep avoiding it for as long as possible. I think people do that with writing quite a lot, because starting a new section or even just going back to review changes is probably the most difficult bit. Is my jumper on backwards? I don't know. I think it's a hand knit jumper, so it may not have a front or a back. So yeah, that's probably one of my biggest issues, just getting started on some work. So I should probably stop making this video and go and actually do it. How do we get over procrastination? That's a good question. I think some of it is just discipline. You just have to plow on, set yourself a time, set yourself a target and just get going and do it. But it's that, and study buddying is great, because then if you start, I love it if I'm working with a friend. I know it sounds like you're a 12-year-old girl, it sounds like an American school kid strategy, but maybe that's what I am secretly inside. Just sitting down with a friend and being like, okay, we're going to keep each other on track. We're going to keep eyes on each other's screens, and if we see the friend drifting off, then you interrupt them and be like, what are you doing? I do that a lot. I wish people would do that more with me. I think I come across as a bit of a bitch when I study buddy with people, but I just assume that's what people want. I'm thinking of Joe here. Joe, my pal, who I study buddy with quite a lot. But that's really great, and you don't want to talk, you don't want to disturb the work flow. I guess also going to offices or libraries, PhD students, I work from home most days. I know a lot of other people do too, and if there's no one around to keep an eye on you, then you can go a bit rogue, which I often do. So I think that's another really good way of avoiding the procrastination. If you can work without the internet, then that's amazing, obviously, because you can't be disturbed quite so easily. Get your phone on do not disturb, just cut it all out. Go straight for the isolated work bubble for at least a little bit. And plan your day so that you've got nice slots of work. So, right, spacebar. I think I should probably stop talking about procrastination and actually go and do some work now. Otherwise, it's quite a hypocritical video. So, how do you stop yourself from procrastinating? Do you have particular strategies that work? Can you help me? Please help me. I would love to know. And don't you feel so much better when you actually have done some work? Like, I feel, it's such a relief when you actually manage to get some work done in a day. And it's kind of a vicious cycle if you have like a few days of bad work and then it just gets harder to start. So it's definitely getting on the horse and then just keep riding, isn't it? Yeah, please tell me. Love to know. Bye.